Hey everyone, Chris here. I am hanging out in the dinghy, and someone had asked, why do you have a giant solar panel in your dinghy? And so I figured, as I'm about to go to town, I would show everybody why I think I have the coolest dinghy anywhere. So yes, we have 100 watts of solar in our dinghy, two 50-watt panels done in parallel. So 100 watts just for the dinghy. So let's fold this up and I'll show you what else we got here. All right, so in this giant box, I was going to open it up and show you, but I'm not going to because I'm lazy. We have a very large 100 amp hour 36 volt battery. And then we have a boost charge controller that takes 12 volts from the solar and boosts it to 36 volts for the battery. And then we have a transformer that brings it back down to 12 volts so that we can run, behind there we have a bilge pump, because I hate like bailing the dinghy out, as I'm sure anyone with a dinghy also hates bailing it out. So we get up in the morning after, 7 or 8 inches of rain the night before, and she's already dry. Anyway, and all of that goes to power our best friend, which is a Newport NT300 electric motor. 3 horsepower equivalent, which works out perfect because we have a Portland Pudgy, which maxes out at about that many horsepower. So let's untie and I'll show you how she goes. All right, so the joke is that the Portland Pudgy is a full displacement dinghy, which means she is very, very slow, but you can of course square dance on the way back to the boat in a 30 knot gale. And while I haven't square danced in a 30 knot gale, I have both danced in the boat and gone in a 30 knot gale. So, let's see. All right, so we're barely moving. But so the electric engine, super duper quiet, and like that's it, off, on. It just goes. The other thing I love about this one is, look, Ma, no hands. And she pretty much can hold a course. And sometimes if I get her balance just right, I can steer by leaning back and forth. But anyway, let's see how fast she goes. All right, there we go. There's a mooring buoy out there not too far, so let's crank her. So yeah, not super fast, but super duper stable. Stand up in the dinghy and sit back down. But now we're off course. Anyway, there we go. And the coolest thing is, with having the battery so large and having so many watts of solar, we can pretty much go a tremendous amount of time without needing to charge. The first iteration of this dinghy, which had a smaller motor and a smaller battery, but still had the 100 watts, we went 4 years without charging the dinghy. And the hope is that this new upgraded version also does multiple years between chargings. So off we go. We're going to the hardware store to get a new water filter, because I realized I put in the last one last fall, and it's time to put in a new water filter for the big boat. So off we go. Anyway, that's our dinghy, and she's a lot of fun. Hope everyone's having a good day. I'll chat with you later. Bye.